Yo, what's going on, guys? And today I wanted to talk about the Los Angeles Clippers and what to expect from them in the NBA playoffs. So, today, before we start today, I want to hear down below in the comment section, what do you guys think? Are they going to make it to the finals and win it? Will they lose in the first, second, third round and choke? I want to hear those thoughts in the comments. When you're coming back up, hit that like and subscribe button. So, let's hit it and talk about the Los Angeles Clippers. A little preview prediction of this NBA playoffs. So look, when we're looking at them on paper, this team is deep. This team's got a lot of talent. It's very much fun to watch. They got the starting lineup. One thing I want to say is there's no clear third scorer. This team is very deep, and their third scorer is the entire team. Because if you look on paper, their leading scorers are obviously Paul George and Kawhi Leonard, but then right behind them, they have four guys averaging like double digits, basically. And it's been phenomenal. They got Terrence Mann and Luke Kennard 9 points apiece right there. Then Zubac, Reggie Jackson, and Marcus Morris Sr. are all averaging over 10 points. So that's awesome. And then obviously the top two guys are shooting over 23 points a night. And we can talk. I'm not wild on Marcus Morris. I honestly think Nicholas Batum at times has been better than Morris. Morris is shooting 47% from three, but really I mean on defense. I think Batum offers more defense while Morris is more shooting, and that's why they kind of flip flop them. They put Batum in for some defense, Morris for stretching the floor, and Morris is obviously surprisingly the better, not surprisingly, the better rebounder. Is Morris, you would think, is the better rebounder, but Batum's actually getting more rebounds on the season than him, which is surprising. Kawhi Leonard and Paul George are great. The question is, will Paul George choke and be ice cold during the playoffs? Will Kawhi Leonard go God, or will Kawhi Leonard just seem like he's lost a step compared to when he won the championship for the Raptors? Pat Bev is still one of the best, if not the best, defensive point guard in the league. Zubac might be one of the better rim runners, and he's very fun to watch. I think Ivac Zubac is that how you say Iveka Zubac? He's a great guy. He's a guy that if he played 36 minutes a night, he would be a double-double machine. He'd be a guy I could easily see getting 11 points, 10 rebounds a night without ease. He's a great rim runner, good pick and roller, very, very nasty personality in the sense that he plays very aggressive. And I love him. I like watching him. Reggie Jackson's with that resurgence. He's kind of Pat Bev is the defensive guy. Reggie Jackson comes in and runs the second unit and scores. And for the year, he's shooting 43.2% from the three, and it's been phenomenal. And there's another thing that when they need some scoring, they put Reggie Jackson in. And even Terrence Mann hasn't been that bad at running secondary ball handling opportunities. Luke Kennard's another great three-point shooter. Yogi Ferrell sometimes we've seen. I know Amir Coffey has been out for a bit for them, and, he was ruled out with COVID protocols, but we talk about Serge Ibaka, who is their true center, and he can play stretch four at times, but he's their true center. Also, do you guys think Serge Ibaka is like 40? Isn't he, like, people say because he escaped the Congo, he's actually like 4, 5, 6 years older than he actually is? That's what I've heard. I've just heard those rumors. You remember that was floating around a lot a few years ago. But when he gets back, that's even going to be greater because they're going to have that lineup of, Zubac has been starting, but Ibaka's the better out of the two. Then Patrick Patterson hasn't been that bad. I honestly thought Daniel Oturo was going to have more of an impact, but hey, he was supposed to be the Kroger version of Joel Embiid. And Terrence Mann is a guy who's come in, and yeah, it's only 1.6 assists, but sometimes I see him doing some secondary ball handling unit, but he's been fantastic. He's really a high energy player, been hitting the three-point shot well. Same thing, they got a lot of three-point shooting. They got a lot of depth. Patrick Patterson isn't bad. Luke Kennard. You keep looking at this team, they got more and more pieces. And they even brought Rajon Rondo if Patrick Beverly gets hurt. Rajon Rondo in the last, 8 games been averaging 22 minutes, shooting 38% from three. For the season, he's shooting 39%. And he's dishing out 6 assists, 4 rebounds, 1.3 steals, and 8.4 points. This team's deep. Now, if we look at the NBA standings, who's their threat? Obviously, the Los Angeles Lakers if they're healthy. But I think the Nuggets and the Jazz and the Suns are the biggest threat. The Jazz, I think, can shut them down. Rudy Gobert is better than all their centers and power forwards, so they're going to get out-rebound there. And then I really do think the combination of Royce O'Neal, Donovan Mitchell, and Mike Conley are a good enough defensive opponent to shut down the Los Angeles Clippers. Phoenix Suns, I think, They could be, but that'll be an interesting series. I think the Clippers have more firepower than the Suns, but the Suns could do and play some good defense. Mikal Bridges is an underrated player, and Chris Paul could get some steals and go God mode against his former team. The Nuggets, I just think they have so much versatility and they could switch against them, and that's just the main threat right there. Then you got the Los Angeles Lakers. Do I have any to explain right there? The best defensive team in the league. But yeah, that's basically it. I want to hear your thoughts down below. What do you guys think of the Los Angeles Clippers? But that's it for me, guys. But peace. Oh.